Hey everybody, welcome back to Retro Modding News, my weekly video where I cover what's new and upcoming in the world of retro modding. First up, we have a teaser from Humble Bazooka showing off a BlueRetro adapter for the PC Engine. BlueRetro, if you don't know, is an open source project that allows you to use Bluetooth controllers on various different consoles. This PC Engine adapter looks very similar to Humble Bazooka's recent Neo Geo BlueRetro adapter. It sounds like this PC Engine adapter might be difficult to design. If you scroll down in the comments here, you'll see this I'm not sure how to pronounce that. They're opening a PC Engine Duo R, and it looks like there's a slot there. Maybe that's where the hue cards go inside. You can't open that slot if this wide adapter is in the way. Now, while I don't have a PC Engine myself, I think that a lot of PC Engine fans are going to be excited about this adapter. We'll just have to wait and see more details from Humble Bazooka. Next up, I thought this was pretty funny. Darthcloud himself ordered one of those Bitfunx BlueRetro adapters that I talked about a few weeks ago. And when he opened it up, you can see the silkscreen by MI213. I think they were the ones who actually developed the PCB that Bitfunx used. Not only did they take this whole idea, I'm sure it might have been open source too, which is probably okay. I just thought it was funny how Bitfunx took it and didn't even try to remove any of the silkscreen or anything. Darthcloud even says they used the wrong PlayStation controller plug. I just thought that this was pretty funny. Next, we have an update from the IntecGaming Game Boy HDMI kit Kickstarter. They're just posting an update telling people to spread the word about the Kickstarter. I'm not exactly sure if they're going to reach their goal. There's 34 days left and they're not even halfway there yet. But in this update, they mentioned that if it is really unfortunate that the fundraising goal has not been achieved, we have prepared mysterious gifts for everyone. So hopefully I can get one of those cool mysterious gifts if the Kickstarter isn't fulfilled. I know that both Mad Little Pixel as well as Macho Nacho have already received this HDMI kit, but I haven't watched either of those videos yet. I kind of want to leave myself in the dark when I get this product, but you can go ahead and watch those videos if you're on the fence about supporting this IntecGaming Kickstarter. Next, we have an update from Make Megahertz. They recently released a XeniumOS update. XeniumOS, if you don't know, is the operating system that the OpenXenium hard mod for the Xbox uses. If we look at the changelog here, we can see that there's a new default skin, which is cool because honestly, I'm not really a fan of all those old OpenXenium skin as well as the skin for some of the old Xbox dashboards. I'm not really a fan of how those look now. And it also looks like there's native Xbox HD support. So if you want to update your OpenXeniumOS, you can go ahead to Make Megahertz's GitHub here and download that update. And finally, we have this video on Twitter from Retro Gaming Cables. They walk into a room with a Dreamcast and boom, connected to the OSSC is some Dreamcast component cables. I know at this point it's a really big meme that HD Retrovision hasn't released their Dreamcast component cables yet. Please don't give them a hard time. Those guys work incredibly hard to sustain their business and give people the component cables that they use all the time. But it looks like Retro Gaming Cables might come out with some component cables for the Dreamcast first. The reason why it's taken so long to release Dreamcast component cables is the Dreamcast has two kind of main resolutions that it supports. First of all, some games support a VGA 480p mode, which is sort of the highest quality output that the Dreamcast has. But there is a big list of games that don't support that 480p VGA mode. So in order to support every game on the Dreamcast, you have to support both the VGA and the non-VGA 480i mode. Let's take a look at some of the other analog cable options for the Dreamcast. Retro Gaming Cables themselves has this Dreamcast Pack-a-Punch cable, but it is an RGB SCART cable. So this would work well if you're using an OSSC or if you're using a BVM or PVM that supports all of the video modes that the Dreamcast can output. It has a little switch on the side that lets you swap between the 480p VGA mode as well as the 480i mode. Also, Retro Access has a similar Dreamcast cable. Again, it has a toggle on the side that lets you switch between the VGA and the 480i mode. But again, this is RGB SCART and not component. So if you already have an RGB SCART setup, you don't need to wait. You could buy either the Retro Gaming Cables or the Retro Access cable and have high quality analog output for the Dreamcast now. There's no more news yet from Retro Gaming Cables as far as when these cables are going to come out, but as soon as they have more information, I'll let everyone know. That's it for this week. If you want to suggest a news story to me, follow me on Twitter or join the Discord. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.